Hey everybody, it's Jeffrey with Pocketnow.com. There have been a lot of new devices announced and released lately, yet only a few of them actually sport HD screens. Well, it's time to unbox another new device that does support and does have an HD screen, and that is the LG Nitro HD with AT&T. Let's get started. The LTE arms race may still be underway without a clear-cut winner. However, that doesn't mean another new race or another new bragging right can't come aboard. And the newest ones of the game are devices sporting high definition or HD screens. That's right, 720p or higher is now official on a few of these new devices that are coming out today. The LG Nitro HD, as mentioned, is one of these devices. So let's go ahead and take a look at the box before we open up to the nitty-gritty. It's honestly a very boring box. Gives you some details on the back, tells you that it is an LTE 4G device using the AT&T 4G network, has a 4.5-inch HD display, will have a dual-core processor, it's a 1.5 gigahertz, more on that later to come, an 8-megapixel camera, it does record HD, we'll have to give that a test and see how well it actually records that HD, and the Android platform. Now flipping over and flipping open the device, of course you'll have the typical quick start guide giving you some information on the device itself. Here is the LG Nitro. As you can see right here, we'll go ahead and put this aside for now. And what this is going to also come with, pretty simple, just your standard micro USB charger. It is a AC adapter with the USB port. Very simple, nothing out of the ordinary here, run of the mill, has the LG logo. Here is the LG Nitro HD itself. At first feel and at first pickup, it has a very good amount of weight, a very adequate weight to it. The back of the device actually has a very industrial, almost, it's plastic, but it almost looks like a steel look. It's very industrial is the best way to put it. Speaker grill here on the back, and of course there's the camera. It does feel very nice in the hand. The bezel is moderately thin on the sides, and it does appear to have a beveled look, as you can see here. Holding it up to some of the actual other devices that many of us, or that I myself use, we have the Droid Razr, the Motorola Droid Razr, which has a 4.3-inch screen, but has a very big bezel, and the HTC Thunderbolt, which also has a 4.3-inch screen. So as you can see, the size difference between the Thunderbolt and the Nitro HD is definitely noticeable. However, the Nitro HD toward the Razr, it's actually about the same height, same width. However, this has rounded corners, so it's not going to feel as rough on the hand per se. Removing the back battery cover, which actually has a little slot down here at the bottom, we'll uncover a pre-installed 16 gigabyte micro SD card. It is upgradable to 32 gigabytes. Of course, you'll have your SIM card slot. Once again, this is a 4G LTE device, which is a nice option there. And then your battery, which looks like it's an 1830 milliamp hour battery, so it's a pretty beefy battery. We'll see how well it actually performs in the testing that we do when it comes to playing video, making phone calls, browsing the web, just your everyday tasks. Let's go ahead and get this guy started up for the first time and see what we see. And there we go, a quick vibration signifies that we are ready to go. As you can see, this is your unlock screen here, slide up to unlock. This reminds me a lot of the Samsung Galaxy S2 wallpaper for some strange reason. And at the same time, as you can see, LG has put their own little overlay, a skin, if you will, on top of Android, which we will go over in much more depth in our software video. But at first glance, it does look very much like TouchWiz. What we'll do is we'll actually show you which version of Android this is running. If we go into the phone options here. And there we go, Android 2.3.5. So that's the newest version. Aside from Ice Cream Sandwich, it's the newest version of Gingerbread on these devices. Now, before we go, there's one thing I do want to show you, is that at the bottom of this device, you'll see it only has 3 capacitive buttons. Sony Ericsson has been known for changing that up a little bit, but now LG is doing the same thing with this Nitro HD. You have a combination button here on the left. Bring it a little closer so you can see it. It's actually a menu and a search button, home button and back button. So we'll have to see how that combination works. Honestly, if you hold it long enough and you get the search key, it may not be a bad option at all, but we'll have to see. For more initial impressions on the LG Nitro HD, be sure to check out the link in the description of this video to see our thoughts. I have to honestly say right now, at first glance, the screen is gorgeous. As always, thank you very much for watching, everyone. Be sure to stay tuned for our continuing coverage on the LG Nitro HD, where we'll take a further in-depth look on the software, hardware, and the recording capabilities of that 8 megapixel high-definition camera. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up, and stay tuned for more. Thanks, everyone.